Why do refunds take several days when you pay instantly? Your payment to them doesn't clear instantly. It may well take a few days to process and become fully settled. But they let you walk out the door with the goods on the basis of a funds are on the way pinky promise from the payment network. When funds are going the other way, your bank waits for the actual settlement before it shows the funds arriving in your account. They benefit from the float. Sometimes it's that simple. They take your money next day if you pay by credit card. If you ask for a return a week later, and they take a week to process it, they have had your cash for 2 weeks earning interest on it the whole time. If it's through a credit card processing system, it's because of this system. The one we use is 7-10 business days for a refund to show back up on your card, even though it leaves our account when we close out the machine. And there is nothing we can do about it. It's all between the card processing company and the banks. If someone needs a refund, especially a larger one, sooner we can offer a check, a transfer, or EFT. And when doing a refund to a credit card, we train all staff to be very clear with the customer that it will take 7-10 days to show up, and if that's not acceptable, that we can do an alternate form of payment. Most of the answers leave out the scheme's involvement. Visa, MasterCard, etc. also take time to process the transactions and confirm with the regulatory body. There is also not as strict a policy on when a bank needs to process refunds, particularly when it's a pre-authorization refund. This can take weeks. Your payment doesn't post instantly. It usually takes 1-3 days. Refunds simply don't appear until they post. There's no pending status. When you pay, it leaves your account, but takes a little while until it reaches the next account. So it's the same thing on a refund. Another basic reason that credit card refunds take time is because at least it was this way 2 years ago. When I was in retail, companies don't send each transaction one at a time. When you swipe a CC, the system checks to see if the card has the balance available. That is all that is approved in the moment. At the end of the day, POS systems, the formal term for cash register, collects all the transactions that are approved and completed in the system by the end of the day and sends a transcript of all of the purchases for the day. So at the very least, one of the reasons is because the transaction isn't actually finalized until the end of the day. If you mail something back or drop it off somewhere that needs to send it back somewhere like Amazon, then you don't get the refund until after they receive the item and they verify it's returned and correct. It doesn't usually. Your money is doing the same as the vendor going through a bank or other treasury-type entity that requires posting and clearing of transactions. It's because of these intermediary entities that both vendor and consumer can exchange the goods on good faith before the money is transferred. The way most businesses are set up is to take as much and quickly, with refunds and returns being an expense and a bad thing, to be as slow and difficult as possible for the customer, whether it's Amazon need to pack and ship it or a bad used car dealer could even need small claims court. As a small business owner, for me it's because I like to only make payments once a week. As far as I'm aware, the bank increases charges for excessive use of their banking site. In the age of Bitcoin and relatively instant financial transfers, why do we still allow banks to do this?